Oh, God. Your t-shirt. I have to play this. I'm making a remix of Pump It Up for Solid Pink Disco. And you got to hear this little gunshot. I don't know if it's in a nightclub environment, if gunshot sounds are okay.
I know it's the cocking of a shotgun and the shooting sound is also sampled in one of my favorite Russian songs. But I believe Russians have a different relationship to gun violence than Americans. That would be my conjecture.
Right. Have you ever fired a handgun?
No, but I was.
Do you still want a gun?
I do. I want several, and I was talking about it with a friend who knows a lot about guns, and yeah, there's like the kickback can be extremely painful and very. It's not like you see in the movies.
Scary.
It's very not like you see in the movies. I guess one of the scenes I watched this 10-minute long fight scene with Charlize Theron in Atomic Blonde, apparently in one take. This fight scene is breathtaking. It's so brutal and it's so realistic. And this bitch is a beast.
What movie was it?
Atomic Blonde.
Oh, Atomic Blonde.
This bitch is a beast.
Yeah.
She is so good. And as the fight scene goes on and on, and she doesn't like wallop every bad guy like they're nothing. So it's realistic. Like these are thugs, henchmen who are really good at beating the shit out of people. So she gets her ass beat down. And as the fight goes on, it's slowing down and people get sloppy because they're tired and they're getting the shit beat out of them. It's really brutal. It's really incredible. And she should have got a fucking Oscar for it. Boop.
I love her.
She's incredible.
She rented the Trixie Motel once.
Did she beat everybody up?
She rented it out. I don't know if I'm allowed to. She rented it. It was private event.
For her. She is so cunt. She's so fierce. And she did not have to get all ugly to do that movie to get that Oscar.
And she does not have an Oscar for Monster because she's ugly. She was amazing in that movie. The scene where she's on the phone and
she tells that sheriff, "You get out of here."
No, Selby's like, "Girl, where are you? Like, won't you admit that what you did?" Because the phone is tapped. Right. And she realizes it's much like that scene in Breaking Bad where Walter White takes the fall.
Yeah.
And is like,
well, he knows he's got to pump it up.
He's got to pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Don't you know?
I was watching the Golden Globe clip of those two women talking about the balance. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
We're all
Do you think that was cringe? Do you think that was fun?
Of course. I mean, I think all award show shit is cringe.
I think it was cringe. And
but
also,
she does that hot girl thing that only hot girls can do where she looks at the camera and goes,
I think people
like she just queefs. She's just like,
I think they're over the lip bite, which I'm not personally yet, but she goes, it's like, it's so, I mean, I find it to be extremely sensual and sexy.
Well, yeah, she's so young. I think, I mean, I'm going to be gross. The older male viewer, that
they
sort
get
of like,
chubbed.
What is that, a cock? Like,
yeah,
ooh, it's a sex thing.
Yeah, oh my God, there's 3 cocks in my ass right now.
But if I looked like her, my lip would be bit off.
Sweetie. Okay, my breasts and booty and pussy would be DOA.
Yeah.
Dead on arrival.
I think that's the problem with my drinking. Last weekend, I wasn't respecting the balance.
You got it.
Because if drinking was the substance, I would have had that dead finger by now.
Hello, you had that club foot.
What's your favorite
that bald ass
era of her? I love the dead finger. I love the chip tooth version.
Yeah.
I love the bald.
I love Monster Eliza Sue. Because she's there to, she's it's me.
I love the one before that where she's bald. That's us.
Oh yeah, that's Stregonona in the kitchen.
Looking at, no. The one where she's bald.
Oh, but she's bald.
Where she looks in the mirror and she's like,
right. Oh yeah, she's got the big old nasty foot. That is definitely us. That is definitely us. We're also Anne Hathaway in The Witches.
Damn.
No, actually, we're just one of the witches in the crowd at the original Witches movie. You may remove your wigs.
Whenever I have one of those short like bob wigs, and whenever I put it on, I feel like her. Well,
talking about short wigs, Miss Catherine Hunter in The Front Room. I don't know if anybody's into really bad, horrible, shit ass movies, but I needed a palate cleanser from Miss Amelia Perez, so I put on The Front Room. Holy shit! I thought there was a limit to how I thought I reached the nadir of bad movie watching when I watched Amelia Perez. This Front Room movie.
The Front Room?
It's called The Front Room. Miss Brandy Norwood, singer Brandy.
Beautiful.
Love Brandy.
Love Brandy. Hi, Brandy.
Hi, Brandy. You are terrible in this movie, Brandy. Love your music. Love your voice.
Her face.
Everything gorgeous. Not good acting. Her husband in this movie, not good acting. Catherine Hunter, like celebrated stage actress, incredibly talented. She played all 3 witches in the Joel and Ethan Coen Macbeth movie. Incredible. She is off the chain.
Good?
Well, no, it is. She plays this racist stepmom that goes and lives like an infirm old bitch who goes and lives with this couple, and Belinda's pregnant. Belinda, and she says, "Oh, Belinda, and she has this tantrum at dinner. She says, "I'm a racist baby, Belinda, and then she falls on the floor, puts her booty up, and then farts, shitting the bed, pissing the couch, doing all sorts of crazy, debased, just undignified shit. Belinda. And she's like, "My name is Belinda. Oh, Belinda."
You watch a lot of movies. Well,
I got that sound bar and that little OLED, my little OLED.
When you watch TV, do you like face it? Do you like to lay kind of on the side so you're watching like this? Do you like to sit up? What do you do?
Well, it depends on what I'm watching. So I finally said to myself, this is enough bad movies. You know what? This is enough bad movies. Life is too short to waste time on shit ass movies. So I put on The Mirror by Andrei Tarkovsky. It's one of the most beautiful movies ever made.
Do you cry at the movies?
I cried at this movie, but I don't know why. I cry at a fucking Toyotathon. I mean, I cry.
Right. For Christmas, I watched some very sentimental films. I watched Fried Green Tomatoes. Have you seen this?
Yeah, Itchy.
Oh gosh, didn't realize it was going to be Les. Didn't realize it was going to be Les.
Mary Straight Masterson.
Barry
Bates, cellophane dress.
I cried.
Yeah.
Kathy Bates in that is so.
I'm older and I have more insurance.
That's fun.
Yeah.
But there's part where she's crying and she goes, "I'm too young to be old, but I'm too old to be young."
Terrible.
I was like, "Preach, bitch. You better preach it out."
Kathy Bates, but does Kathy Goon. That was somebody on the internet the other day.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, it's funny.
That was
Tyler Oakley.
That was Tyler Oakley. Someone on the internet. Someone on the internet. Someone on the internet.
What is the movie like if you had to cry?
You're Tyler Broakley. That's why you're in collections, bitch.
It's true.
And then I watched The Color Purple.
Oh.
Which I was familiar with the soundtrack from the musical, but I actually hadn't seen.
Is this the original?
Yeah.
Okay.
The musical, like the stage musical.
Oh no, wait.
But I hadn't seen the original real, like not real, but original one.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's tough.
It's obviously very heavy material, and it does have some very uplifting parts, and some parts of it, there's parts of that movie that you do laugh at because there are comedic elements. There's whatever.
Oh, she pisses her pants, Miss Oprah.
Yes, or like when there's this scene. There's this scene where Whoopi Goldberg, she's like very shy, and her friend, who's this nightclub singer, is singing a song she wrote for her and sings to her, and to have the whole room look at this girl while she gets like a song dedicated to her, and Whoopi plays it so beautiful. She like shrinks and like is in awe but also embarrassed. I was like, ugh. And then at the end, obviously, when they're little girls, they do, this like
patty cake.
Yes, patty cake thing. And as adults, when they haven't seen each other in decades, that's like the first thing they do when they see each other. I would think it was the morning after Christmas. I was watching it like, I was crying like Sarah fucking Paulson.
Yeah.
It was
Belinda.
such a beautiful movie. Not exactly a holiday film.
Everything's a Christmas movie.
But sentimental shit. If it's remotely happy or remotely sad in a movie, I'm crying.
Oh, yeah.
I'm crying.
Oh, yeah.
I can't help it.
Niagara Falls.
And you know what else? Do you know what my problem is too?
What?
You know when people have told me, I don't like to watch those type of scarier gore movies because it's just too much for me now. I think I'm that person now. I don't want to watch Saw. I don't want to watch The Chainsaw Up the Pussy. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, funny thing, I just got I got a Blu-ray and a DVD of The Terrifier Part 3 sent to me. I don't have a DVD player, but
they sent it to you?
Dare to Dream. Yeah.
2 Blu-rays?
Mm-hmm. Belinda.
What are you going to do with them?
I'm going to try to get a DVD off eBay or something.
You don't have a Blu-ray player?
No.
I don't either. I put it in my PlayStation.
I don't have that.
You don't ever play video games?
What am I going to put it on my butt? Belinda.
I've been playing
my butt.
Girl, I've been playing Silent Hill 2, which is so scary, and I have the sound bar. So Mary, I'm in my house, bloodshot, terrified. She said, "Why don't you call me after you plug the sound bar in?" I call her. I go, "Girl, my eyes are snatched fucking open."
Joanna Barbara Leslie
game.
got you good with the audio.
In the game, if there's like, I was like in a cave and the walls were like water trickling. Those little speakers in the corner.
Oh yeah.
If I had even 1 milligram of marijuana,
it's a wrap.
It would be a wrap. I don't think I can handle that JBL.
It's that wind.
Is the building coming down?
We better go home.
We got to go home. Too windy. Well, it's the whole month is a wash. It was Crimba, then 2 weeks after Crimba, then it was windy.
That's inauguration. So.
Girl.
Martin Luther King Jr. You ever seen Coming to America, the original?
Of course.
The remake was boo-boo. And you know what? Also, I got to say, and I hope I don't offend anybody, we saw it together, and I have to retroactively amend my opinion about Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, I thought it sucks.
Okay.
I really do think it sucks. I think the only thing great about it was Catherine O'Hara, who chewed up every scene she was in. But it was such a weak story. And I was rewatching that cunty scene where like Monica Bellucci staples herself together, and I have it set to a Bee Gees song. Danny Elfman produced one of the most iconic scores and soundtracks of all film history for that original. They're gonna do this cunty number to a Bee Gees song? You know what I mean? I just have a lot of umbrage I take with that movie.
You know, the only thing I don't like about it, and I love disco, obviously, and I love MacArthur Park.
Yeah.
I didn't get down with the MacArthur Park part.
No, that because I think they were trying to capitalize. How can we do a fierce lip sync in like a Harry Belafonte kind of way that they did in the first one? Which all it did was highlight to me how brilliant that first movie is.
Amazing.
There's so many layers to it. There's so many, like the country mouse, city mouse layer, the like dilettante artist, like snotty art world, the dead, the living. There's like so many different cool like thematic dichotomies going on. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Why wasn't the uncle in it? Is he dead?
Oh, mama, because he's a fucking pedo.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, and also the way that they treat
the president's a sex offender. It's all out the window.
They gotta pump it up. But it's like how they dealt with that was so bad because they gave him actually more screen time because they didn't just ignore him. They killed him off, and then they had a different character play him with no head. And then they had all this, like, they mentioned him so many damn times. You're like, well, where is he? And then you go Google him, and they're like, oh, he's a pedo. So, like, what the fuck?
Oh, good point. I wouldn't even have.
Like,
I mean, listen,
it's
I didn't know. I mean, you just told me.
Yeah. But didn't they, like.
I assumed the actor was dead.
Right.
That's what I assumed.
He's dead in Hollywood. You know, like his career is dead because of his sex offender stuff. But anyways, I just
sometimes they just put in new people and stuff, and whenever there's a new person now with the internet, like when we just had a different Becky and Roseanne back in the day in the 90s, we just accepted it and moved on
like
because we couldn't internet it.
Like Aunt Viv. They had two different
Aunt Viv.
Yeah.
We didn't know. We just went with it.
Yeah.
And now when someone's missing or recast, the first thing I do is Google to that. Today's episode of Bald and Beautiful is sponsored by Airbnb, baby. Let me tell you, pretty much any trip would be better with Airbnb. I recently went up to my hometown of Wasaki, Wisconsin. We do have 2 motels in our town, very small motels. And because I was staying and I wanted to be able to cook breakfast and sleep in a real bed and go on like a nature walk, it was a lot better situation for me to be able to stay in an Airbnb. It was such a good deal. It was amazing. I also like because if I know I'm going somewhere in the future, I'll go through the app and I'll start favoriting, like liking, loving different options so that next time I look at like, this area of Wisconsin that I'm going, it will show different Airbnbs that in the past I've like stayed at or liked or like been interested in. And that's really nice. It's also good about like if I'm going up to visit somewhere, it's nice to have somewhere to ask people to come visit me. When you're staying in a hotel, it kind of feels like, well, I always have to leave to hang out with someone. I'm not going to like have people in my room because there's, it's just beds. So when you're staying in an Airbnb, there's a dining room table, there's a kitchen, there's, somewhere to relax and watch television. And that's really nice. If you want more space, more privacy, a better location, and the most loved homes, check out Airbnb.com or download the Airbnb app. Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is sponsored by Rakuten. You guys, you have to know something about me. All of a sudden, I get an urge to buy things, and I will a few times a year get completely wild. I'll buy like all my holiday gifts in advance. I'll buy birthday presents. I'll just get wild with the things I buy, and I love deals. I will sign up for a rewards program. I will sign up for a credit card. I love to get a % off because in my eyes, these are offered to us as consumers. Let's take advantage of it. Rakuten is the smartest way to save money when you shop because you earn cash back at over 3,500 stores. We're talking fashion, beauty, electronics, home essentials, travel, dining, even concert tickets, all kinds of stuff. Like, for example, even though I have a sickening supply of Anastasia Beverly Hills, there's some things I just want to gift for other people too, specifically brow pencils for people in my family so they can take the hint. You know what I'm talking about. And then Rakuten passes on part of that payment to its members as cash back, and it's directly deposited into your PayPal account as cash back. Or Rakuten can send you a check. You can even maximize your savings by stacking cash back on top of other deals like store sales and coupons. You already shop for stuff. So while you're doing it, why wouldn't you just save a little bit of money? It's a no-brainer, okay? Membership is free and easy to sign up. Get the Rakuten app now and join the 17 million members who are already saving. Cashback rates change daily. See Rakuten.com for details. That's Rakuten. Your cashback really adds up. Girl, what about the people? We said we'd talk about this last week, but what about the people giving what I know we all would have missed TikTok.
Mama, the eulogies.
The
eulogies. This is a video I never thought I'd have to make. The bracing for Armageddon, the eulogizing, and
look out, cause here I come. Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to do wiggle videos anymore.
You gotta please, if you care anything about me or my well-being, you gotta watch me on Instagram. Like, it was so wild, and then TikTok was gone for about 15 seconds.
Girl, and the ladies and gentlethems of Red Note being like, who the fuck are all of you? Get out of here. Like, you already stole TikTok. You know what I mean?
So wild.
Listen, here's the thing. I tried to really be empathetic because the level of, but girl, it was like, you know what it felt like? People were doing their final TikTok like it was the end of Ghost when Demi and Patrick are like for the last time saying goodbye. Like, I was like, girl, you do guacamole videos. Like, what do you,
everybody there, everybody you take them with you.
Right. Yeah, as queer people, we get to choose our family. It was so
I
crazy.
Can't do my magic tricks, my avocado. I can't slice my avocado. Oh, but then
I can't do my outfit of the day.
I can't do my my children wanted granola bars, so I went to the field and I harvested granola for 30 years. I've been watching this fucking horror, and it went from sincere, like, I think this is my take on it. I didn't really dig that deep, but it's like a model type of woman who's married to this model type of man. She's in her kitchen and she films sideways, so she looks extremely skinny. It's like, why are you standing sideways?
Right.
And she is making Fruity Pebbles from scratch for her little children's, and it takes about 1,300 hours. And it's just so over the top. And then the voice is so like, it's like, so my children woke up and wanted Fruity Pebbles. So I then embarked on this odyssey that took about 3.5 years to create Fruity Pebbles from scratch in my own home. And I think it's now has become self-aware that it's a satire of itself in a way.
Of course.
And it's of course spawned a lot of satirical parodies of it. But
and again, cooking from scratch isn't evil.
No.
Good for you.
It's not evil. It's not evil. It's just, it's exactly the type of thing that people are afraid of on social media, that like comparing their lives to these like other picture perfect lives.
Yeah, I guess like Vine died and we all made it. Also, we lived a long time without any social media. We were all kind of okay.
Yeah.
Some things I would have thought, like when I want to watch, there's a few TikToks I need to watch all the time. One of them is the Krispy Kreme lady. Mm-hmm. Have you ever had Krispy Kreme? And was it crispy? Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Like, I love that.
I have to watch Head V Empty every day. That's on Instagram though.
That's on
Have you prayed today? Have you prayed
the clips of RuPaul they always use are so funny.
And the Jeffree Star in the swing. It's just like, okay, fatty. Okay, fatty. We both know why you're here, James Charles. I feel so honored that they've included me in those compilations. What the Sigma?
What the Sigma? Yes.
I got to watch this shit every fucking day. RuPaul in red, slow motion in the field. I got to watch that shit every fucking. Have you prayed today?
And then we got an email from somebody, maybe not our manager, maybe agent, somebody. They were like, here's the protocol for preparing for the end of TikTok.
Oh my God.
Make sure that you gird your loins. They said they wanted me to go through my TikTok and save all the videos. Yeah. I'm like, this isn't the Rosetta Stone.
Yeah. Mama,
this is
going to be time consuming, so you need to start now.
I know. And then they were like, but then I was like, oh shit, I do have some drafts. I might as well post them all quick so that I can at least put them on Reels.
Yeah, it was literally earthquake preparedness, like doomsday prep. Like, it was that energy.
People were more concerned in LA about the TikTok ending than the fires.
Hello. Yes. Well, because honestly, the fires the fires represented less of a threat to their livelihood than
Right.
TikTok coming down.
Well, do you know what I do? And then I thought to myself, well, what do I actually like about TikTok? Because I'm not
I like Aaron.
I'm not a doom scroller of it.
No, I never go on TikTok.
But it's amazing for when you're like, oh yeah, how do you make pasta from scratch quick?
Miss
How,
YouTube's got you,
learning.
Miss YouTube's got you covered.
But they're long. YouTube is monetized to make it long. So if you're watching a video where it's like
shorts hoe.
That's true. That's true.
You got your video, you got your shorts hoe.
That's true. And then I thought, well, my platform is YouTube. So if YouTube went away, I would be sad. I just don't think I would do this in the arms of the angel.
I think you would.
Video.
I think you'd fire up the glimmer glass and you'd be Tati Westbrook, and it would be a 3-hour, 3-part mini series of I can't believe this is a fork in the road.
That?
Yeah, do I remember that?
That was
I remember
crazy.
where I was when that happened.
That was crazy.
I remember where in the studio I was sitting when that whole thing unfurled, and I watched a 45 motherfucking minute video of it. Dick and cock. Sucking dick and cock at my birthday party?
Crazy.
That woman was in her 40s. It's so crazy. It's so wild. Sugar bear hair vitamins? Something like that?
Different times.
Yeah. And then, of course, the Nympho Wars Odyssey that unfurled about it. I love it because those whores really go in on it. You got to listen to their commentary on Amelia Perez. It's wild and wonderful.
I don't know what. I listened to them really religiously for a while. And then I think.
I haven't been listening to any podcast, though, to be fair, though.
I've been listening to a lot of liberal smut. Pod Save America. I've been listening to that.
Liberal smut?
I just made that up. I listen to Pod Save America, and I listen to, that's about it lately for the ear holes. Because I was religiously listening to Office Ladies, but it's a rewatch of The Office. They made it to the end.
Okay.
So then I stopped, and it was emotional.
What could you recommend as a...
Isn't that horrible? We do podcasting and don't listen to podcasts. Isn't that horrible?
No, if I'm a circus performer, I'm not going to watch a tight wire act.
Yeah, and when I do consume drag too, I'm like, you guys got to watch this video from 2008 of Tammy Brown doing In the Jungle as a jungle person.
I mean, the only thing, like I said, like the lip sync of Boy Bar, 96 or 92 is the only drag number I've ever watched. And it's like a VHS quality on YouTube. I had to reignite the hot water tank in my home.
You did?
Yeah, because I didn't have fucking cold water. I had no hot water. So, my stank ass on day 3 was like, we gotta rectify this.
You didn't have hot water?
Uh-huh.
In your condo? Why is that up to you?
Because I'm living in squalor with a paper thin walled piece of shit, little fucking shit ass construction.
I wish you would have had your old house.
I've been wistfully reminiscing about that box.
Remember your yard?
Yep.
Remember your pergola? Remember your gym?
Remember every time I would peel out and hit pedestrians, including Buddhist nuns on the way home to catch the sunset. If it was like 5:55, I would look at the sunsets at 6:12, going up the fucking hill. I'd be running up, like sprinting up to the top level and just pants down, gooning, mouth open, tongue waggling. Belinda.
I think I would miss the instruction part of TikTok for sure, but you're right. I guess shorts and reels exist.
Because on YouTube, you got all the comments right there. Like this is, I mean, it takes a low amount of media literacy and a little bit of patience to really find, if you want to clean something, if you want to do anything, I got the shit ass wall-to-wall carpeting. This incredible guy made these incredible videos. And he's also like, hey, if you want a shorter version of this, here's the Cliff Notes version, link to that.
Right.
And they're so informative. They're so comprehensive. They're so fabulous. These people are legends.
I've been really horny for Google Gemini for that reason.
I have no idea. Is that the AI?
Yeah.
I recently learned that AI was used to develop the script of Amelia Perez. Don't you know? Pump it up. I can't.
That makes sense, right? Makes sense.
I can't with this bullshit, this larceny, this theft, this raping and ravaging of the art world, and the seek and destroy of my eyeballs and ear holes.
Right.
I want all of them to go to jail and be in hell.
I wouldn't say I would use it. I've never used it for anything creative, but things like
I would hope not. Artist.
Like, if I'm watching a movie and I'm like, do people like this movie?
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's like a condensed version of me going through a Google search and like finding out if people like this movie. It'd be like, oh, Rotten Tomatoes says this says this. I'm like, great. People don't like it or they do like it.
Yeah. It's wild, bitch.
At creative shit. Making a movie from
I know, and I read, and I haven't seen the new Wolfman, but I read a bunch of people's responses and reviews where like the movie was 90 minutes and it was slow and boring. And I'm like, fuck, how are you doing all that? How are you doing that in this day and age? How are you doing that?
We know better.
Can you imagine you know how long, expensive and crazy it does to make a movie? It's like insane. It's a huge, drawn out, and difficult process. Months, years sometimes. All the people, all the money, all the efforts, all the talent. And then you're making something boring. Then it's going to be boring.
Can I ask
a horror movie that's boring?
Can I ask why you didn't see Wicked, but you watched Amelia Perez?
Well, okay. Great question.
Because you hate musicals.
I don't like, I like Cantor and Ebb. I like, I love the classic. I love Sweet Charity Chicago. I love Bob Fosse, all that stuff.
Okay.
But all that stuff makes sense and the music's cool.
Right.
I wasn't my choice to watch this. It was the Gay Faggot Christmas. And we all thought that it was going to be wild. We thought it was going to be weird. It was going to be outrageous. And it was in a bad way. But it's like, how can you make a boring movie? What are you doing? How are you going to make a boring movie?
Right.
Boring horror movie. Ugh. I think we need to go back to drawing and painting.
You know what else? People also make boring plays. Like people do. Girl.
Oh, I fell asleep at a play once in the front row.
What play?
Oh, bitch. It was, I don't even remember.
Love it.
In Ireland. I was like,
girl, I don't know why I keep getting suggested this, but,
wait, did you see Oh Mary? You didn't, did you?
No. I don't know why I keep getting suggested this, but I keep getting suggested videos of people who are like, hey, I'm a cover for this lead play on Broadway or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I have to go in today. So it's like they wake up in the morning and get a text to say, you're on for Marty McFly in Back to the Future.
Yeah.
And they'll then vlog their day. I just like am kind of in shock. You and I did over 100 Trixie and Katya lives on a nightly basis. I was not sure if I would know what we were doing. I'm like one of those Republicans on the stand being like, I do not recall. I do not recall. Like every night, same songs and same words. I'd be like, what do I say now? Because all we do is make things up. So the part of my brain that has to retain information,
I know,
atrophied. I don't know anyone's name. Yeah. I don't know the words to my own music. None. She has none. Yeah. For these people to be, what are they? You maybe cover Alphaba and Wicked a couple times a month. Maybe I don't know.
Understudies, yeah. No, what are these understudies doing?
And you haven't done it.
Are they working at a barista? Wait, what are they doing else? What are they doing during the rest of their day? Like, what's the schedule? I mean,
they might get paid to just be on standby. Because think about it, you can't have another job.
That's right. And I don't think the Broadway people are making a ton of money, to be honest. No. I really don't.
I think they do it for the prestige,
That's where artistic fulfillment, yada, yada, yada.
I just think, how do you I'm going to go play Alphaba today, but I haven't done it in 3 weeks. What?
They probably do it every day. I mean, it's like my crazy French horn player guy. He no matter what, he's 5 a.m. in his car blowing on that fucking horn every day.
If I was the understudy, I would go to the play and I would be like Amy Poehler and Mean Girls. I would kind of be acting out what they're doing. No, I think like a stage mom.
I kind of think that's probably what they do. I mean, not there, but I think they probably go through it every day.
Maybe if anybody knows, comment. Maybe they go to the play and stand in the wings and kind of mark it. Maybe they kind of do the lip sync. Yeah. Maybe they will be present on the stage side to watch the costume changes, or maybe they used to play it.
Or what if Roxy breaks her leg in the first act?
I mean, it does come back to you. I think we could mount Trixie and Katya live in a week again.
Green room, what is it?
I love that joke.
Not one.
You
person
made me
laughed.
remove it, and I don't like that. There was this joke.
No. We didn't remove it. We did it every night to no laughs.
No, we removed it. We didn't. Swear to God.
Memory, I have none.
It was we were mad in the play, and I go, green room now, and you go, green room, what is it? And then I go, it's a room at the back of the theater where performers wait to go on, but that's not important right now. Yeah. And no one ever
I would
laughed.
Always pause for the applause. Never came.
Funny. It's funny. That shit's funny.
It's funny shit.
Hi, it's me, a little girl. Everything's gotten so much more expensive. My mom, she used to buy me whatever I wanted, and now she doesn't. Enter the Chime Credit Builder card. This is a secured credit card with no annual fees. You can build credit with money you set aside and avoid interest or expensive debt.
Plus, you get access to My Pay and get up to $500 of your pay before payday with no mandatory fees. Start building credit with everyday purchases and regular on-time payments with no annual fees, interest, or credit check at chime.com/bald. One of my favorite things about having better credit is that my mom is going to take me to Universal Studios in Florida, and we need money. So we've had a lot of unexpected expenses, like I had to get braces again. They also have fee-free overdraft with SpotMe. Overdraft up to $200 without fees with SpotMe when you set up a qualifying direct deposit. Just set up a qualifying direct deposit, sign up for SpotMe, and Chime will spot you up to $200 when you exceed your balance. Plus, you get access to 50,000 plus fee-free ATMs. That's more than the top 3 national banks combined. Tee-hee. Turn your everyday purchases into steps toward your financial goals with Chime's secure credit card. Get started today at chime.com/bald. That's chime.com/bald. Chime. Feels like progress.
The Chime Credit Builder Visa Credit Card is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal and OTC advance fees may apply. Late payment may negatively impact your credit score. Results may vary. My pay eligibility requirements apply. Credit limits range $20 to $500. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details.
This episode is sponsored by ZocDoc. ZocDoc would like to increase the public awareness of a phenomenon known as the Is This Normal rabbit hole. If you're not intricately familiar with the Is This Normal rabbit hole, it's basically that situation where you wake up from an afternoon nap and find that your left eye is itchy and swollen. After a few hours, the symptoms subside and you move along with your day as if all is normal. But then the next morning, the same thing happens. This happens for a full week until finally you say to yourself, enough is enough. Well, guess what? After an appointment with a great doctor, you discover that you have a severe allergy to the latex memory foam in your brand new pillow. Instead of living every day as if all is normal until your left eye gets so swollen you look like acclaimed English comic actor Marty Feldman, why not make booking that appointment with a great doctor as easy as possible? Thanks to ZocDoc, there's no reason to delay. They make it insanely easy to find and book a doctor who's right for you. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. They have over 100,000 doctors from literally any specialty, including allergists, so you can rest assured you can find the perfect doctor for that eye thing. You can filter for doctors who take your specific insurance, who are located nearby if you hate driving, or have specific office hours to match your crazy schedule. And most importantly, you can find doctors who are highly rated by real-life verified patients. You can even see their real-time appointment openings, choose a time that works for you, and instantly book a visit with just a few clicks. Same-day appointments are also available in many cases, which is the greatest thing ever. The best part is that ZocDoc is completely free to use. You can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors with ease, which is why I love ZocDoc. When I recently needed a doctor to find out why my left butt cheek lost all feeling, I went to ZocDoc. It turns out that it was due to me sitting for too many hours a day while writing my historical fiction romance novel about 19th century English chimney sweeps. ZocDoc helped me find the best doctor in my area and book them fast. If I can find a great doctor, so can you, and all because of ZocDoc. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/bald to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/bald. ZocDoc.com/bald. This episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Last year, my best friend from Boston launched a startup that makes designer sunglasses for dogs. For months and months, no one wanted to buy high-end canine sunglasses, and he thought he'd have to end the business and move back in with his parents. But the thought of moving into his childhood bedroom in a house that constantly smells of garlic, regardless of what his parents are cooking, he figured he'd make one more big online push. Right before the holiday shopping season, he launched a brand new website with Squarespace, and the business exploded. Every celebrity dog on Instagram is now sporting his shades, and so much of that growth is due to Squarespace. He used a new tool called Design Intelligence from Squarespace, combining 2 decades of industry-leading design expertise with cutting-edge AI technology that will unlock your strongest creative potential. Design Intelligence empowers anyone, even technological Luddites like my friend, to build beautiful, personalized websites tailored to one's unique needs and craft a bespoke brand identity to use across one's entire online presence. But that's not all. Say you want to self-publish a beautiful 2025 calendar featuring all the hottest dogs, wearing your designer shades. You can use Squarespace payments to sell that calendar and make enough money to expand your business into the ultra-competitive market of designer fedoras for dogs. It's the easiest way to manage your payments in one place. You can get started in just a few clicks and start receiving payments right away. Plus, you'll give your customers more ways to pay with popular payment methods like Klarna, ACH Direct Debit, Apple Pay, and Afterpay. And after you've launched, let's say you need help with marketing. Well, Squarespace has so many features to help drive sales and engage your audience with creative email campaigns that you'll be the undisputed king of the doggy fedora market in no time. So if you need a new website, go ahead and check out squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/bald to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Again, that's squarespace.com/bald to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Cockpit, what is it? It's the room in the front of the plane where the pilot flies the plane, but that's not important right now. It's so funny. So
Airplane.
Funny. Airplane.
I love Leslie Nielsen.
You kidding me? Naked Gun.
Naked Gun.
I'm making
Spy
a
Hard.
roast. How hot and wet do you like it? Very hot and awfully wet.
Yeah.
Nice Beaver. Thanks. I just had it stuffed. Come on. They were the same guys who did Ghost.
They were?
Yes. The Zucker brothers, I believe. Somebody look it up.
Mark Zuckerberg did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Elon
Did you
Musk.
like the perm?
Yeah.
Have you seen Miss Thing's perm?
I can't look at
Girl,
I can't look at
she
adult
thinks she
perms.
is a
I cannot look at adult
teenage
perms.
male TikToker.
I can't do
She's
it.
giving what Shaun White, like Shaun White by way of American Girl doll. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. She's got this little spiral perm.
Mama, get out of here. Go get out of here. Get lost. Shave your head and get lost. Shave your head and get lost. Get out of here.
I guess
Pump it
that's
up.
also what I liked about TikTok is it wasn't a Musk or Zuckerberg owned and operated thing.
Xiao Xingping.
And that's where I also feel like it's a monopoly where these companies are like, we're the American companies that own the social media. And if we three white men can't make money off this, we got to find a way to get you out of here. You know what I mean? It's kind of a monopoly in a way.
But also people who are making all their coin from these social media platforms, they're the product. You know what I mean? It's not like free speech. This is a business that some other person operates that you are the product when you sign up for it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Can I ask a question? This is like just, I think you're have a really sound moral compass, and I think you're really smart when it comes to hypotheticals and how you think something would play out. People like the Zuckerbergs, the Musks, the Bezos, they are billions of heirs, right?
Uh-huh.
When you have that much money, what do you really want? Don't you
Power.
have more money than you need or will ever need?
Power. Yeah. Because they know that, I mean, I would assume that they've lived long enough that money is not going to make them happy. Because it's like, well, you know, they've tried every dopamine hit that is possible on this earth.
Through money, yes.
Yeah, I mean, they've killed a bunch of hookers, they've fucked their dead brains, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like they've gone to every extreme.
Right.
But I think that I think that they just want. What's the last house on the left is just power,
In my experience too,
legacy. I don't know, control everything.
yeah, legacy, I guess. Yeah, secure. I mean, I have found in LA and entertainment, there's a lot of rich people who aren't famous, and I do think rich people want to be famous because it's one of those things you can't really buy.
Well, it's the triangle of sadness. It's money, fame, youth. So we're rich and famous, but you're aging. So you're scrambling at youth. So the young people are trying to be rich and famous, but so everybody's got something else and they're all chasing each other's tails in this triangle of sadness. It's horrible.
I've never, is that what that means?
No, it's not. But I mean, think about it. Like, you know, like you said, the housewives are, you know, they're rich, but they really want to be famous and they really want to be young. And they're jealous of the young people, and the young people are jealous of the rich people, and the rich people are jealous of the famous people, and so on and so forth.
I mean, I know people who are very rich who like are just trying to get on reality TV. Because I think they're like, okay, we have money, next thing.
Why can't I buy this? Why can't I buy this? They're frustrated because they could buy an island, they could buy a state, but they can't buy a production company.
But I guess you can also get so rich that you are famous.
Whoa.
Because you think about it, if you're a billionaire, every room you enter, people will go, oh, Steve is coming. He's a billionaire.
Yeah,
that's the first thing people know about you.
But other famous people or other millionaires are like, but Steve's a fucking idiot. Steve's a fucking moron. Steve's a loser. Right. And then you don't have respect. And also talent.
No respect.
No respect. I don't get no respect at all. My daughter, she comes home at 10 o'clock. I told her to come home at 9. She comes home at 10. No respect.
No respect.
Did you ever see Natural Born Killers?
Of course.
Oh my God, I just rewatched that scene, the sitcom scene with, it's like,
the sitcom scene is so cool.
It's wild.
I love Miss
wild.
Juliet.
She eats in that movie.
She eats.
She's
She
chomping
almost
it up.
came on the YouTube channel.
Chomping
once.
it up. Are you serious?
We were DMing and she was like interested, and we just didn't find a time that worked out.
Juliet and the Licks.
That music is awesome.
Wild. Reminds me of L7 kind of. You know L7? Oh, that was in that shit list was in that soundtrack. Was in the Natural Born Killers soundtrack. I was obsessed with that song when they beat the shit out of the people in the diner, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Oliver Stone. Wow.
I also recently watched Pulp Fiction.
Oh yeah.
Which I've seen, of course, like maybe a dozen times.
Yeah.
And I watched it a lot when I was younger, which maybe I was too young to understand what was going on. As an adult, I'm watching it, I'm like, this is dumb, but I think I first saw that movie when I was like 6 or 7. Definitely too young.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I'm like, oh, as an adult, I'm like, he throws that fight. Bruce Willis throws the fight.
Yeah.
And kills, well, he's supposed to throw the fight.
Yeah.
And he kills the guy. And I'm like, whoa.
And then his little girlfriend wants a pot belly. Remember that?
She wants
if I had a pot
belly.
If I had a pot, would you? I'd punch you in it.
Oh, she said, I punch you in the pot belly.
Like he said he'd punch you in the pot. And then
I'll strike down upon thee with furious anger.
Yeah.
So fierce.
And then he gets raped in a fucking dungeon with the gimp watching.
Shooting the head in the back of the car. Shooting him in the head on accident.
Accident. A Royale with cheese. There's a lot of stuff going on in that movie.
I love it. It's a wonderful movie.
I love it when that scene where she's snorting the heroin and it's just so wild.
Is it bad to snort heroin?
Yeah, well, she thinks it's cocaine.
Right.
So she
if you
rails
snort
a
heroin,
huge fat.
you die.
Mama.
Do people snort heroin?
I think, yes, you can snort heroin. Just for example, I crushed up an oxy, tiny pill once and snorted half of it. And I was her in that movie.
Were?
I was almost instantly on the floor, freezing cold, sweating buckets, throwing up. Worst drug experience of my whole life, by far. And it was a tiny pill of OxyContin. So yeah, you're not trying to do a big fat rail heroin like it's cocaine. No.
How horrible.
I know. Drugs are wild. I wanted to talk about something else.
There's one. Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. So Colin Jost, I was like, is this real? Is this an AI something? Is this fake? What the fuck was that?
We were on Pop Culture Jeopardy.
Oh, Pop Culture
Hey, girl,
Jeopardy.
I was gagged because I love Jeopardy. You better believe no one knew who the answer.
Of course, they were like,
These
But I
famous
didn't-
drag queens, Trixie and Katya, do a podcast called what? And it's all these people going like, this must be a joke question.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
can't be real.
but I loved the little smirk on Miss Jost's face when he said it. It was cute.
Well, she loves us. She's obsessed with us, in fact.
Yeah. And Scarlett should be worried.
She should be
Scarlett
really worried.
because we're going to be sucking on his dick and balls and asshole.
She will be left because he will be going for 2 bald men who refuse to have sex with him at the same time.
Exactly. Because we're going to keep him coming.
Would you ever have sex with someone with me?
No, I don't know. It'd be too
I don't
weird. Let's
think
be
it's-
fucking with my sister.
It's right in the bus with my sister. It's too much. It's too much. I don't care how hot. I don't care how hot. I love you. I'm happy for you.
Oh.
Maybe through
Also,
a sheet. Maybe through a sheet.
We don't love the same
Like I'll take the
men.
top half, you take the bottom half, and we do a sheet like a medical situation.
No, we saw him in half. I take one half home. You take the other half home.
You gotta respect the balance.
Yes.
Maybe we do like poly. I couldn't do poly either.
Polly.
Pocket.
Who's Polly?
You know, poly. People who do the poly stuff.
No, Mama. It's
Multiple loves. What?
it's Judge Judy who has the time.
But you don't want someone to stay over.
Sweetie, that doesn't
What
mean
if
I
you
want
fucked him,
multiples.
and then he comes to my house to sleep over?
Then I'm going to beat his ass with a bat. You know that bat from Yankee Stadium I keep by the side of my bed for the killer.
For the killer. There's also nobody you and I both want.
Well, that's the thing. That's why we don't have a lot of overlap. But I married the rhinestone. It's not a bat that Wendy Williams has by the bedside. It's a rhinestone bat with spikes on it. Honey, she showed a picture of that thing on a talk show because I went down a killer rabbit hole. And it's not just a bat from Yankee Stadium that she has on her bedside. It's a medieval torture device.
Did I ever tell you about the time I stole a golf club? This was in college. And you know when you're drunk and you're like, I'm going to do something wild.
I'm gonna
just
light a
gonna
car
be
on
wild.
fire.
Tonight's the night. I was leaving this random person, straight people. I went to a straight people house party. And like, as I was leaving, there was a golf club by the door, front door. And I was like, wouldn't it be funny if we fucking took this?
Was it in a bag with all the other clubs?
I thought like it was by the door, like, oh, this is your weapon. Okay, Miss Thing.
Okay, Tiger
The
Woods.
next day I get like a DM on Facebook and I was saying, did you take a golf club from my house? And I said, Who's calling? Hello. Your call is very important to us.
Yes, please stay on the line.
Dude, I think he said something like, that's kind of shitty, but also I'm a lefty and that I had to have that made. You can't have that. And
Wait,
I don't know how, but I got it back to him.
You stole it on purpose?
I took it home.
What'd you do with it?
Drinking alcohol. I probably was walking, twirling like a faggot. Like
a baton.
Yeah, so then I brought it back and I cleaned all the shit off it. The lube and the shit.
With my mouth.
The truffle butter.
Oh, gross. You know what? I tried to get fucked in the butt. I said, no, ma'am.
The straight people love to do anal. Do you think they're douching or do you think they're just shitting? Is it just hamburger helper?
Sweetie, darling.
I don't think they
People
are.
eating lunch, Mary. People eating their lunch.
I don't think they are.
I think they're
big lunches and then just.
I think.
And then the shitty dick up the pussy too because they're doing bofa.
You put your dick in my ass, turn me on, got shit my pussy. No, that's not a good thing. And when you see that in a porno, number one, the woman has douched to high heaven. That woman's colonic irrigation is on point.
Right.
Okay. Number two, this is not an activity that is advisable to do at home. It's not safe for home. A professional course, do not attempt at home. Three, I just slipped. It slipped and went up your ass. The whole thing. Boop.
It slipped and went up your ass?
Yeah, sorry that my dick slipped out of your pussy and went all the way up into your ass, balls deep.
I consider myself 99% a bottom, and every time I have to do that, I swear to God, I'm like, ow, what are you, nuts? Like, nothing's just slipping in there. This grip? Are you kidding me?
Girl, tell me about I'm 49 years old. I'm gonna be 50 tomorrow. And I have not mastered even I can't do nothing.
Well, and not for lack of trying. You walking around with a traffic cone up your butt at home. You falling asleep with the butt plug in.
Yeah.
Pushing it out in the shower.
Imagine the grip. Yeah. The grip.
I'd hate to be your neighbor. You're so wrapped up in what it's like for you to hear your neighbors.
Sweetie.
Imagine what they fucking hear.
Do you think that is the originator of the stress?
Right.
If I was an asshole who didn't give a shit about everything I did at home, I'd be like, boop, whatever. They come knocking with no, I don't have no note. They're not coming knocking. They're not banging on the wall.
Yeah.
So I'm just whatever. I am constantly on DEFCON alert about like every single thing that I do because I don't want to disturb them because I hear everything that they do.
Right.
It's a horrible situation. But I was trying to get fucked in the butt the other day and I was like,
you were?
Yes, I was trying to.
Did you want this?
I wanted to get fucked in the butt. I said, hey.
By who?
My friend who has fucked me in the butt before.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I told you about this, but he has this thing where he can inflate his dick like you know how if you just like you contract and your ears move? It's like that. He can like do that and the girth of his wiener increases so significantly that it feels like it's inflating in your booty hole.
Do you want this?
It's wild. It's wild. It's wild.
Okay. Are you versed now? Are you a bisexual?
I wish. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. You fat bitch. I mean, whatever. But I was trying to get fucked in the butt and I had a douche. Also, Courtney left her douche in the guest bathroom.
Courtney?
So disgusting. Huge thing. Giant. It's like,
do vegans have to douche?
She claims
she just kind of like put out a bouillon cube twice a week. Like,
yeah. Apparently she's got like everything is magic about Miss Courtney Act. It's like perfect. But yeah, I was like, I don't know. Then you got to like, I know that I'm not getting fisted, so I'm not like doing the whole damn thing. But like, I don't know. The stress of like pooping on the weenie makes me like stressed out. And then the stress actually makes me have to go to the bathroom and then I got to douche again. And then I'm hungry. I want to eat dinner, but then I'm like afraid. It's like a whole thing.
I mean, I just think this idea that I'm going to bottom later so I can't eat all day.
No,
I'm like,
that's
baby,
not,
what is your system?
No, yeah, I know.
What is your,
yeah.
Why is your digestive system a powder keg? Yeah. You can't eat all day because you might get fucked later.
That's crazy. No, that's crazy. I think that's also maybe no, I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't speak on that, but I just like, I don't know. It's not the juice isn't worth the squeeze sometimes. And plus I love what about kissing, hugging and smooching and jerking. Whatever happened to that?
Because Mary, this is LA. Everybody wants this. They want Saw.
Yeah. They want Hostel up their ass.
Yeah. Everybody goes, this is going to be great. I really like you. They had a really nice date. Now, after I've passed out completely, I'm going to need you to restart my heart. Yeah. Like they want that level.
And we should probably fuck in an ambulance because that's the end game.
Right.
So I've taken my friend's an EMT.
Totally.
We're going to fuck in the back of the ambulance and go to the hospital. Because if you don't put me in the hospital, I'm bored.
Let's call 911 now. And then we have about 9 minutes before, they're here.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know. Here's the thing I'm very grateful for. Like, you asked me if I wanted a boyfriend. I don't really want one.
Well, you can't get one.
Because you're ugly. No, I love myself.
Well, that is a precursor to having one.
I love myself. Like, but I also, in the mirror.
I believe that. I think you're very lovable. To be honest, I don't mean this as a read.
You don't see
I
me
don't
with
know who. I don't
know who either. I don't know.
And I don't know what that looks like. I don't know. I don't see you coming home and being like, what should we get for dinner?
No. Yeah.
Like, I don't see that.
Yeah, no, I know. I really do. The only thing I can visualize, hey, babe, what are we going to do for dinner?
Should we go on a date night, babe?
Yeah,
like,
I want to go to the movies, babe.
Girl.
Yeah, no.
Like, babe, I trimmed my pubes. Like, I don't know.
Shit the bed again, babe. Ooh, sorry, it's wet and brown.
But like, you waking up and being like, should we do French toast, babe? I don't know. Like, what is that?
No.
Corny. I want you to meet my mom.
No, babe. No, it would be.
I don't see it for you.
My Tuesday, Friday night into Saturday. You know, there's that schedule. So we hang out on Tuesday nights. Don't stay over. Don't think about it. Don't even get near that bed. We're fucking in the living room. And then on Friday,
nobody's gonna go for that.
Bitch,
so you know.
Then on Friday night, we do our date night, obviously, dinner, movie, whatever. We fuck or we don't fuck. You sleep over, different rooms. He's gone by 1 p.m. the next day. We do have a lovely breakfast the next day, though.
You're gonna date somebody and then make them sleep over in a different room.
I'm not gonna make them. It's a choice we'll come to together.
I guess,
because you know what's going to happen on night A, I'm going to hear him snore. I'm going to get mad. He's going to retaliate. On night B, he's going to the opposite's going to happen.
Are you a night sweater? Do you sleep in sweat?
Am I a Nicki fan?
Because can I just say something? This is like, I would never say anything mean about any group of people. But if you sweat during your sleep, you are fucking gross. I know you can't help it, and I'm sorry for you. But when you lean over in bed and you're like, I love love, I love to be cuddled, and you wrap your arms around a 200-pound salamander, and you're like, sweat.
So why do you think why I want to live alone? And then why did you think I consciously shield my horror from everybody else's experience? My brother recently sent me a picture of his mattress stained with sweat, like the Shroud of Turin.
And so I don't want to be a hater, but people who do sweat at night also are like, oh yeah, I sweat a lot. It's gross. It is gross.
Not only that, mama. Not only that. I do something worse than sweat. Unforgivable that I've done since a child and I can't control it. I'm a drooler, bitch.
Okay, yeah,
I'm flipping the pillow. Too. I'm throwing those pillowcases away. I'm changing pillows like they're tampons. Okay? It's horrible, and I don't want to subject anybody to that. I would prefer to have limited time so that they can see me at my best, and then I can save the shitty, rotten stuff for myself and my friends.
I mean, I do something which is also pretty bad, which is I'm always cold, so my hands and feet are always cold.
Your hands are freezing.
My size 13 foot. While you're sleeping, you might just feel that on your stomach, on your back, because I gotta get warm.
Around the neck,
girl, around the warm.
Toes?
Imagine the grip, the
neck brace of foot,
the ice cold poogies wrapped around the jugular. Because I'm code. You know what I mean? I'm code. I need you to lay on top of me. I'm gonna lay on top of you. I'm the smotherer.
No,
I'm the smotherer.
That's the terrifier to me. I hate that shit.
I'm the Scranton Strangler.
Get off of me. Yeah, your son is Sam.
You with the boyfriend?
No.
Babe.
No. So listen, also,
should we ride together, babe? Should we go home to my Christmas, babe?
And I don't want to be, I'm not trying to be insensitive or weird, but like I would be better off with a deaf person or like someone who didn't speak English or where there was a significant barrier to kind of regular communication, so to speak.
Right.
And where like we have like a sexual connection, a body connection, and also we're very deeply introverted and we love space. That I could see as something happening for a significant amount of time.
You want to be Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Did she marry somebody in jail?
I just saw a clip of her, a press clip of her saying, I love my husband. I have my life. He has his life. I have mine. Oh, yeah. He has his career. I have my. She went on a little long. She was kind of like, I have my toenails.
Socks. He has his socks. It was a little, I got my pants. Yeah. He's got his jeans.
But she was saying for her, what works for her is a very separate.
Well, yeah. What was the famous person? I think it was like somebody like fucking Liz Taylor or whatever. Like who is it? It's like the secret to what's the secret? to a successful marriage, separate rooms in separate houses on separate streets or something like that. Yeah.
I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, no, but you're romantic and you've always been in a relationship and you're good at that. It's just not my forte. I love being alone. I love kissing myself in the mirror and then, drooling on the pillow. Also like sweating in the bed.
You're a little weird.
Yeah, no shit,
Like,
girl.
what are you going to, like, walk around with your metal butt plug in, watching the same movie on a loop?
With my little pink slick it up onesie on doing push-ups? Like, I don't think so. I don't think
babe.
so. Yeah, no, babe. They'd be like,
Good morning.
They would, like, their eyes would bulge out and they'd run for the hills.
Yeah. You know what else I like to do? And this is horrible. I don't know where this comes from. I like to get really close to someone in bed and look up at them and go, tell me a story from when I was a baby. I don't know what that is. And it always gets that response like, ugh. It's just such a crazy thing to say. I think I got it from SpongeBob.
Okay. You do that Maryland voice saying, hey, daddy. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Daddy, what is it like to make Christmas cookies?
Is Marilyn Michael Jackson? What the fuck was that?
I go through hell sleeping with sweaters.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
I go through hell sleeping with you. Your body's so wet at night.
Oh, no.
Wait, one last thing. So I have a bet with one of our producers, Ms. Marquez here, that if I think I owe her something because Demi Moore won the Golden Globe. While I would be so thrilled if Demi Moore won an Oscar for The Substance, nominations come out on Thursday. I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to happen. Just realistically, I don't think it's going to happen. However, if it does, she is owed a very expensive 70-course meal at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
Really?
So stay tuned to see how it plays out.
Can I ask, why are you the one betting that she wouldn't get it?
Because I don't think it's going to happen. Like I'm realistic. Like I just in terms of the history of the Academy and like the patterns and stuff,
You think it's going to be like Toni Collette Hereditary where it's like, it's a horror movie, so no. Or Some says it's kind of horror.
Yeah, something is a horror movie. And I don't think a lot of Academy members take it seriously as a film because it gets so cuckoo at the end. Plus, I think I haven't seen, I think Fernanda Torres from I'm Still Here is probably going to win. I'm not sure, but I can't wait to find out.
Have you seen, now when Oscars happen, have you seen most of these movies?
I haven't. So that's why I'm not really that invested. Like I'm not going to watch The Brutalist. I probably will watch Wicked when it comes on streaming.
Right.
I haven't even watched Baby Girl. That ain't up for an Oscar, but like, I don't know.
I can't even watch Baby Girl.
Why? Because it just doesn't seem that good. I'm sorry.
You love Nicole Kidman.
But I don't
love explicit sex shit.
But it's not that explicit. It's kind of
How do you know you haven't seen it?
Because I've read every review of it, and God, Andrew told me everything that happens in it because he's obsessed with it. I'm not on her jock like Andrew is.
Oh, I thought you really liked her.
No, I love her, but I love Julianne Moore too.
David used to say she's the greatest actress of all time.
That is categorically untrue. But no, I mean, she's very talented. She's been in every TV and movie since 1992. She works every single day. She hasn't had a holiday or MLK Jr. Day in a while.
Girl,
when the wind was happening, she was filming.
Of course. She was creating the wind. It was so cunty. What? Hi, Pop Crave. What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. She's like, she literally was like, Pop Crave.
She's like, okay. I love that shit.
So fierce.
She looks so cunty.
She's quite a beauty, of course.
I think my favorite performance of hers is in Eyes Wide Shut. Oh, God.
I'm going to have to say.
To Die For. I amend it. To Die For.
I know you don't like musicals. She is great in Moulin Rouge.
I mean, it's so beautiful.
She's great in Moulin Rouge and Practical Magic.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, did you ever see Destroyer?
No.
Oh my God, she gets ugly. Oh, girl, she played this like hard scrabble cop. Karen Kusama film. It's so wild.
Do you think that because of The Substance, now all these like hot bitch actresses are going to be put on the monster makeup trying to get the Oscar?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Plus, I'm obsessed with any interview with Demi Moore. Like, she went through hell doing that movie.
Well, they love a physical transformation.
Yeah, but on paper, something different than in real life. That THR round table, I'm obsessed with. My God, all those horrors. So
she's a
perfectly
great
lit.
actress.
But Angelina Jolie, my God, that woman,
beautiful. Yeah, beautiful.
Like what?
Yeah,
fuck.
Supernatural.
Didn't love Maria, the Callis, the movie, but shit, that woman is fucking Jesus Christ.
David produced that movie, Please Baby Please, that Demi was in a couple years ago.
I never saw that. Cole was in it too, right?
Yes, Cole's in it too. And he got to work with her obviously very directly. And he said how amazing she was. Her scenes, she was great. I love that scene in Charlie's Angels too, where she goes, she's like right at the camera with the gun and she goes, "No, I was great." Because she's like the former Charlie's Angel.
Yeah.
And she shoots that box. She shoots the Charlie box.
Mm-hmm. And she jumps off the observatory or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Those early 2000s fashions. Blech.
You know what we gotta watch? We should watch and recap. I've been really horny to rewatch the Halle Berry Catwoman with Sharon Stone.
Oh my God. That's giving very Belinda energy. It's so bad. It's so bad.
It is, but I guess I'm gay, and so I'm still like, yes, I'm not
maybe I'm not that gay.
The fact that Sharon Stone can be punched in the face because she uses the skin cream that turns you into concrete. And also Alex Borstein is in it. So it's like, Peter, right. It's so crazy.
It's weird. I got to find this clip of Catherine Hunter in the front room. Belinda.
Send it over to me.
On that note.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today. I guess next time we film, we will have the Oscar.
Yes, we'll know the Oscars. And in the meantime, you better pump it up.
Tracy, I hope you win the money.
Yep.
Yes.
Pump it up. Okay,
bye.